Good morning, church family and Facebook friends. We're certainly proud to have you here. We're doing our first session here from First Baptist Church, Yantis, Texas, and we're in our fellowship hall in the kitchen, and we've got some good recipes for you today. This will be our first cooking video this year, so we're excited about having you here. So our first guest is Luann Gamble. She is from Yantis. She and her husband Reed live here, and she is going to do a breakfast pizza for us. And so, Luann, come on out and let's get your pizza started.
Okay. All right. Now move it off. First off, you take, I think we figured this was 12 English muffins and cut them in half. And then it takes a half a stick of butter, softened, which I've already done, and 2 jars of the Kraft Old English spread. It's really, really good. I think that's what gives it a lot of flavor.
And I had not bought any of this in quite some time until she had this recipe. And but the Walmart stores and Brookshire's, and I think you got yours at Aldi.
No, I got this at Walmart.
Walmart.
It's
okay.
hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
You just use 2 jars and take it out of here. I think I've even put it in the microwave for a couple of seconds to make it come out a little easier because it wants to stick in there.
Show the jar again.
Okay.
We get through.
Here, I'll pick it up. Got it?
All right. And then your spices are, it says 2 dashes of seasoned salt. I don't know what dashes are, so I just kind of put what I thought I'd like.
That looks like a good dash to me.
And then this is cayenne pepper, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Should I hold off on some of it?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. That looks good.
And then 1/2 a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now, I'm gonna mix it up. Get it as smooth as you can. So that's pretty well mixed to the consistency. That'll be good. And then I've got my sausage fried up and drained. And all that grease absorbed out of it. See if I can do with this without. The hardest thing to do is get it all out of the beater. All right, so. I wonder if this will work. About this Tupperware thing. You can get a lot of that off. Sorry, Steve. Did I get you?
You're fine.
Just my right eye.
Okay, so I'm gonna stir it up just a little bit. Okay, so you just start taking your muffins and spread it on them. Pat, are we doing all of these right now? And I put it on about that thick.
Okay, you can just do a few of them to show them
Okay.
how you do it, and then, I've got some in the oven that's gonna come out in a few minutes. We'll show you what they look like.
Okay.
I'm
So-
getting these beaters ready for you for your next.
Can you do those and put them in the freezer?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
she's gonna
show
tell
you
you about
that.
that. She does that, yeah.
What I do is I take my bag, I keep it. I've got these bags, I'm sorry. I get it. These are at Walmart. There's 100 in there. You can use Saran wrap, but that's about the easiest thing. But I put them in there and put them in the freezer and do what's called flash freezing. It don't take that long. And then I put them in a bag like that. And then put them in my thing, and all I have to do is nuke them in the microwave for about 20 seconds and then use your toaster oven or whatever. So I keep them like this in the freezer. So,
Okay, do you wanna do your next tip for them with the goop?
okay. Everybody knows. Back over here. Everybody knows what cake release is, don't you? If you make cake or cupcakes, you're gonna spray your pan with the, instead of doing the old grease it and put flour in it and bang it out, you just spray it. Well, this is some homemade that you can do, and all it takes is that shortening? Is that a cup? Okay, it takes a cup of shortening, and Pat's got these fancy little ones. Then you put a cup of oil, any certain kind
Yeah,
you
that's, Crisco, but any kind of oil you've got would be fine, I would
use.
think.
Yeah. And then we're going to, just know that's gonna splash. Steve, you better step back. Sure it's wanting to splash. Okay.
He's okay.
Okay, so I'm whipping it up until it's whipped up really good. And then you add a cup of flour. It's a cup, and a cup. Do a little bit at a time. that's
Oh, all
good
right.
enough.
Looks good.
So,
So,
what I
could you put that in, I guess it
Where's
wouldn't
that?
have to be, what do you need?
the pastry thing, like if you're
Oh.
gonna do muffin tins or cake tins or anything, just use a pastry brush and put it in there, and that way you don't have to buy that expensive spray that don't last very long.
And I bet you could put it in something, I wonder if it would have to be refrigerated or if it could stay on your counter.
I think I read one post to put it in the refrigerator, and you know, anything like that will come back real quick. I do that with my bacon grease,
Okay.
so.
Well, that's a good tip to remember.
Or a baggie.
A baggie, yes. That would
Good.
probably be good, and you could cut the tip out of it and squirt it in there. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay. Luann, thank you for all these tips and the
Then-
recipe. Oh,
We put it in a broiler oven, or
Oh.
you can use.
let me show you what it looks like. You go ahead and talk for a second. Let me.
You can put it in the broiler in a big oven like on that. We're having to do that. I have it frozen usually, and I'll just put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and then take it over my toaster oven and get it to where it's, you know, browned and bubbly.
Turn the
That-
card around.
That's all there is to it.
Okay, now here's some that we have made, the ones that we put in the oven, and so, in the broiler. Don't they look good? Got them?
Get my mess out.
Okay, that was a good recipe and some good tips in cooking. And now I'm going to show you a real quick recipe for biscuits. And we've already got some made, and we're going to sample them today. And they're called 7-Up biscuits. And most all of you have probably tried this recipe before. It's very quick and easy. And I've already measured up my biscuit. It takes 2 cups of bacon mix. And then it takes a 1/2 cup of sour cream. And then a 1/2 cup of 7-Up. Now you can use 7-Up, Sprite, or any kind of drink like that, carbonated drink. So let's get this open. This is a 4-ingredient biscuit mix. You pour your 1/2 cup of 7-Up, pour it in. And then the other ingredient is like 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter melted in your pan to put your biscuits in. And you just stir this up till you get everything incorporated in here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And what I'm gonna do is you need to put you some biscuit on your board that you're gonna knead it on. That or flour if you don't have any extra. And then you just, it looks, the consistency of it is pretty thick, but and then you take your hands and just take that biscuit and knead it just a little bit till it gets to where it's not sticky. And just keep kneading it. And I don't use a rolling pin whenever I do these. I just pat them out and use a cookie cutter. And this is just about got them the texture they need to be. You'll roll them till they're not sticky. Once they're not sticky, well, they're okay. So you've got enough extra flour in them. or Bisquick. Okay. Now, I just take my hand and pat them out, and one recipe of this with the 2 cups of Bisquick and a half a cup of 7-Up and sour cream makes about 12 biscuits. And I start cutting on the side and go around. And then I put them over here in my pan. Let me move it over here. That's already got my butter in it melted, and that's 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter. Or if you don't want to put the butter in it, you could always use oil. But everything's better with butter. And I bake these. I preheat my oven to 400 degrees and bake them for about 12 to 14 minutes. And I have anything trimmings you have left, you can come back and just mix them in and cut you out a couple more biscuits. Don't waste anything. Okay, there we go. We'll even put this little one in here. This is the size for Ada. We'll make a little biscuit for her. Okay, that's all there is to this. It's just plain and simple, and they're delicious. You'll get to sample some in a few minutes. We've already got some made, and so basically that's it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I've got flour everywhere. And one thing I did want to say too on these biscuits, I had one this morning. I made 24 at home before we come up here, and so I thought, well, I'll just have me a good hot biscuit. Okay, I had a good hot biscuit with butter, and we've got a new place in Yantis that you need to visit if you haven't been. It's called R&R Farms, and they have all kinds of jellies and produce and baked goods, shrubs, just about anything you'd want. Now, right now is a bad time to go because they are, they're kind of closing down for the winter. They are open on Saturday some, I think, for a couple of hours. But anyway, it's a neat place to go. You can go on Facebook and pull them up at R&R Farms, or you can Google them, and it'll give you directions to their place. But the thing about the jellies, they have blueberry, fig, blackberry, peach, cherry, apricot, and I don't know how many others, but these are all no sugar added. They're sweetened with just their own natural juice. And so you might want to try them out, because the reason I brought this up, I had some with apricot this morning, and oh my goodness, they were so good. But anyway, they're a neat couple, and you might want to visit them. So,
Tell who they are.
It's actually, she owns the florist here in Yantis. It's Sean and Melody. Shane and Melody. Rose. Yes, they own the florist, and then they've opened up this little place. So it's really a neat place to visit if you have time to go out and visit with them. Okay, I think that probably concludes our program for today. I'm so excited you watched with us, and I'm excited to have the live audience here with us today. And so I hope that 2024 is going to be a good year for all of us. And if you don't have a church home and would love to visit, Yantis First Baptist Church would love to have you come. So I just thank you again for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time.